Welcome back to the Not So Late Show. As you may recall, I, Matt, am now the supreme ruler of NSLS. I'm joined now by my inferior co-host, who I won a court case against. Caleb, what did you and Joey do last episode in my absence?
Well, Hunter was murdered on live TV in an alleyway that was tripping more than the alternate dimension in the Doctor Strange films. Me and Joey tried to figure out who committed the murder.
Yes, and did you find out who did it?
Well, now that I think of it, I don't think we did, actually. So
you did a murder mystery for the second time this season, but there was an actual murder on the second one. Yeah. And you still didn't okay, you know what? Welcome to the Not So Late Show.
Oh, great. That was quick. Dear great Not So Late Show King Matt, can I please go to the bathroom?
Yes, but you have to use your last bathroom coupon for the day.
Fine. Here you go.
Okay. Now let's get back to the show. Our next...
Now, hold up now. Hold up.
Wait, aren't you Hunter, the producer that was murdered last episode?
No, I am Jameson Smith, his twin and much better looking brother. Now I ask you, what is going on around here?
We're filming the Not So Late Show.
And who is in charge?
Well, I am. I won custody in the court.
Well then, latte freaking doll. And what's your name?
Not So Late Show kind Matt.
Is that your government?
Yes, sir.
Checks out then. All right. Well, Not So Late Show King Matt. I've come from the IRS to audit this here show. It seems that this show has a little bit of a spending problem going on.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about. We literally have a tiny budget that we haven't even touched at all.
Well, yippee-ki-yay, Matty. It says here that you spent upwards of $1.3 million in the last 3 weeks.
Okay, look, man, I'm just the host. Noah is our executive producer, literally pulled me off the street and put me here. I'm not responsible, nor have I ever seen that kind of money.
Well, according to our documents, all that your show spent last year was $734 on t-shirts. Sounds a little fishy with a side of fries to me. I'm going to have to question people and get to the bottom of this.
Okay, so $700 on t-shirts.
Seems a little questionable to me, but oh well. Regardless, I know who I need to question first, and it's you, Matt. Hello, Matt. Do you know why I have you here today?
I literally have no idea.
It's just a coincidence you have a dungeon in the bottom of your studio. That's how I like it. Matt, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you just answer them honestly, okay?
Okay.
Have you seen anybody spending money around here?
No, sir.
I feel like that's a lie, Matt.
I feel like that's the truth, sir.
Okay, say I was a dungeon master since you're in a dungeon. Say I'm a DM of your Dungeons and Dragons game. You were the player, I was your DM. If you rolled a 20 enchantment and I pushed you with a goblin horde, are you saving your wife and kids?
Well, that of course depends on whatever I roll on initiative. Of course, being a barbarian, I do think I would get advantage on such a roll, of course. So I do think, statistically speaking, it is highly likely that I would be able to, yes.
I probably should ask that question to somebody who doesn't know D&D as well.
Sorry, I just got back from the bathroom. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, yes.
Caleb, is it?
Yeah.
The co-host with the bathroom coupons?
Yeah, what about those?
How about we have a little chat after this package break?
Yo, 6th dungeon! Dude, I didn't know we can afford this. This is crazy.
It's because we can't, Matt. Caleb.
What?
It's 'cause
So,
we can't, Caleb.
who are you exactly?
I am Jameson Smith from the IRS. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions,
Oh.
and I want you to answer them the best you can, all right?
Okay, I'll do that. Sure.
Caleb,
Uh-huh.
is it true that your ex's nickname for you was Moo Moo Muffin?
You know, that was supposed to be private, man. Who told you that? Why is this part of the IRS?
She had it in her blog post on her Weeble account.
You go on Weeble too?
I had it in our research.
Why are you on Weeble, by the way?
Possible chances of good information, just such as finding out your nickname was Moo Moo Muffin.
Trust me, man. I mean, that's not what she called me, okay? I'm telling you right here. That's not what she called me. My heart is racing, man.
All right, well, we'll continue on.
Please.
This one might be too personal.
Okay.
When's the last time you had? Nope, you know what? Actually, don't even answer that one.
Was it that bad?
I got you. I got you, brother. I know exactly how you'd answer that one.
Oh, no.
I was told by Matt that you're the cool wine around here.
I'm the
Can
what?
you show me right now? You're
I'm the
cool.
what?
You're the cool wine.
What is that?
Cool wine.
Cool wine. Is there hot wine too?
Cool wine.
Cool wine?
Are you not understanding what I'm? Cool wine.
Is it? I think it's the accent barrier, man. Can you?
Cool. No, cool
Can
wine.
you say it in an English
Cool
accent,
wine.
please? What?
Cool wine. Am I not?
Cool
am
wine? Just go on. Forget it. Just go on.
Ugh, man, back home.
Yeah, where are you from?
You're going too far into my backstory.
I want to know, man.
That part of the script
We
was not
could be
developed.
friends.
Nope, no sir.
What?
Now, Matt, you're the cool wine around here, and can you show me right now how cool you are? I want a little 1-minute rendition showing me just how cool you are.
That's all I got, man. I mean, you can come over here and I could show you more.
All right, I'll come
on.
come over there.
Come on. Okay. So I want you to stand right there.
Standing,
Put your arms up like this
put my arms,
and go like this
squatting down,
and go up.
squatting up,
Do it up and down.
up and down,
Like that.
up and down.
Now raise your hands up.
Yep.
And go kuwa,
Kuwa.
kuwa. Now go
Kuwa.
back. Down.
This isn't really demonstrating anything important.
Man,
to me.
this is the coolest part of whatever network we're on.
All right. Well,
It gets better than that. It's so good, man.
that's the cool part around here. I would hate to see the not cool part.
It's so cool.
Now, my last question for you,
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, is how good is your albino giraffe impression? Now, I got a feeling you're pretty good at it, but can you do a demonstration of your albino giraffe impression?
What's an albino giraffe?
It is an albino giraffe. It's exactly.
What's
Oh, are you not able to hear me today? Am I not speaking loud enough? Cool
Can
wine.
I get you to do an
albino giraffe.
Can I get you to do one?
I would-
Mr. IRS
I'm-
man, can I
I'm-
get you to do one right here on set?
You're not gonna flip
You
this
know,
one
we're
on me.
gonna get better
You're not
ratings
flipping
because
this
you're
one on
over
me.
here.
If I don't see an albino giraffe in the next 30
We
seconds,
are
I'm gonna
going to
lose
get
it.
money.
I'm gonna
we are
lose
going to
it.
get a higher
I'm gonna
budget
lose it.
just because you're over here on set and you yell like an albino giraffe. Trust me.
I better see your albino giraffe.
I'm
trunk
not
moving
doing
around.
it unless you do it.
How dare you?
Come over here. Come over here and do it with me.
You better reenact that albino giraffe right now.
Come up. Whoa! Yeah, there you go. I don't know how to giraffe
Let me
sounds
see
like.
it. Reach for the tall leaves.
I can't go up there.
The tall leaves.
Whoa! Whoa! Is that good? I don't know how they sound
That is
like.
not a giraffe at all. I don't know what that is. Giraffes
That's why I
hardly
want
make
you
any
to get
noises.
over here and help me out, man.
All right.
Please.
Well, my name's Jameson. That's all right though.
Do it.
You gotta reach for the tall trees. You
So,
gotta
like-
get up. Yep, you're reaching. You gotta, but you got a long neck. You gotta reach up. You're going for the tall leaves. And then
Hey,
there's
man,
sometimes
this is kind of weird.
sometimes there's those leaves that are just hanging low. So you just gotta.
Thank you,
Well.
Mr. IRS man.
Honestly,
is this good?
Honestly, Caleb, I'm not going to lie, that helped me not at all. That absolutely helped me not at all.
Shoot!
I felt like I was watching Lion King on Broadway there at the end, though.
Man.
Just that last part of us doing that. I tell you what
Is
now.
it worse than Disney on Ice, too? Come on.
What has your pay been like on the show, though? What is your big time money as a host?
We get paid to do this stuff? What?
That's a perfect answer for me. Are you sure?
Are you sure I answered that correctly?
Yes, I'm sure, but are you sure you don't get paid?
Yeah. I'm very sure I don't get paid, actually.
Well, you answered it correctly. I'll give you that, Caleb. But let's just say if my middle name was Crawdad, your answer would be my jambalaya. Don't ask me to state what that metaphor
Can
just
you
meant.
stay with that metaphor?
No,
means?
I cannot.
I need to know, man.
Thank you, Caleb. Now, can you please get the last person I want to question out here?
Actually, who are you questioning last?
Noah, your show's executive producer. Now, Noah, I was told by others that you're a man of mysteriousness and yet, at times, over opaqueness. Interesting to hear you silent, considering that it says right here in my notes that you don't know how to shut up. Even has it in bold print and strangely highlighted. Now, what do you have to say about that, Noah?
I think you're terribly misinformed. I have been in the room with you when you questioned Matt and Caleb, and neither of them said that. Now, what do you have to say about that?
I'll ask the questions around here. You listen to me. You listen to me good. I know your show's gone off the rails in more than one way, and possibly this show as well. I know you're secretly pocketing money from the show. You got that?
I got no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, really? She sells seashells by the seashore. The she sells are seashells, I'm sure. So if she sells seashells on the seashore, then does she sell seashells of that, are you sure? Ring any bells?
I think you're a hack.
Oh. Oh.
And yes, she does.
How many seashells did she sell?
I'm going to say 336,
How
which
about
is the
you
amount of seconds I'm going to give you to get off my set.
How about you recite that back to me and tell me that tongue twister back by memory?
See? I don't think I will.
Fantastic.
I don't think I will, Hunter.
I think I got you cornered now, buddy.
Yeah?
Has anybody ever told you you eerily look similar to the panda in the Panda Express logo?
It might have been mentioned a couple times, but that was high school and a different age.
That must have been an interesting time for you. That was a personal question, not even a one that the IRS would typically ask.
Didn't think so.
I know Wrangler traveled around the world. How much money was spent on his flights?
What's the current Not So Late Show budget?
I don't know. I'm the IRS man, so that would be a you question.
Ooh. Well, that's bad because I don't know it. So, all of it, I guess.
Is it true you're a swashbuckler?
Yes, it is true. I served as a lieutenant my first year, a captain in my second year on hall, and I have been promoted to the rank of admiral and have seen 2 captaincies succeed me.
Does that mean you only watch R-rated movies?
Should I dignify your question with a response on that one?
Look, man, I don't know what questions the IRS sent me with today.
Apparently not. But yes, the answer is yes.
All right. Caleb, can you be a doll and bring me that there who doohickey? Yes, that right there. Now,
Here you go, sir.
thank you, Caleb.
Yeah, of course.
If you could choose between Chuck E. Cheese, Remy from Ratatouille, or Thomas the Train Engine, which one would you choose as your starter Pokemon and why?
Well, considering that Chuck E. Cheese, full name being Charles Entertainment Cheese, that's what the E stands for, is a rat, a very successful rat, and one that has, multi-billion-dollar franchise.
I wouldn't go that far. I am the IRS. I would know better than multi-billion for Chuck E. Cheese.
Fair enough, multi-million.
Debatable.
Considering that Remy from Ratatouille is a rat that, also a rat that cooks food by pulling on the hair of a ginger man who seems to be in a bit of culture shock. And considering that Thomas the Tank Engine is a upwards of 500-ton machine that I have seen flatten pieces of metal before, I think I'm going to go with the rat and the culture shock guy.
For me personally, I would go Remy. I don't know.
So
how
we are
this-
in the same. We are in the same mind here.
As I said, I don't know what this has to do with your taxes.
Me neither, man. I'm
Can
the
you
one in the
please
dungeon.
reenact being a female cow grazing grass for me?
Why female?
Just please reenact grazing the grass for me, please.
I'll go with the gender non-specific cow, but I will.
Understandable. Oh no, you're not done grazing the grass.
Honestly, that noise sounded more like a bantha than a cow, but whatever.
Oh boy, here comes a big strong male bull.
Someone's losing their job today. Who knows? Could be you. Could be him. Could be him. Someone's not going home.
Woo! Getting a little hot in here in the studio now, is it?
I agree, Hunter Man.
Wait.
Who said you could talk?
Hold up.
Or
This is
Jonathan
bad.
Smith. or
This is
whatever his
bad.
name was.
I completely messed up in more than one way. This here says that I'm supposed to be auditing Tiger TV at LSU and not at Trinity.
You're kidding me.
Honestly, honest mistake. I'll just head out. Let's just act like this just didn't ever happen.
So, Jameson, let me get this clear. You come in here, you provoke my hosts, are then subsequently kind of provoked back by my host, interrogate me, and then just shrug it off because you make an honest mistake. Then, because if that wasn't enough, you want me and everyone else that works on the show to act like you were never even here. Part of the IRS was not in my studio.
Precisely.
Well, that is the government for you. I mean, they've done worse. The CIA, whew.
Well, I'm just gonna, I think that's my cue. I'll let y'all fix this mess. See y'all later.
Well, all right then, Matt, Caleb.
Oh man. Wow.
Yeah.
So you're a cow.
We're never going to speak of anything that happened today ever again.
Yep. Is that a promise? Or?
We just need to continue on with today's show. Okay.
actually, Noah, there is a problem.
What problem is that, Matt? We just got audited by the IRS.
The IRS guy took up all of our showtime today, so we can't do the show.
You gotta be kidding.